Happy International Raven and Crow Day. We're hanging out behind the scenes with our awesome AAR team, and we're hanging out today with Odin the Raven.
I want to say hi to the camera. Ravens are very talkative animals. They are known to make a bunch of different noises. It's actually one of the main differences between ravens and crows is the type of call that they make. Sometimes ravens, when they're making their caw noise, it'll sound a little bit deeper. Odin's just showing off for everybody right now, but usually crows have that higher pitched caw noise out in the wild, and the ravens will make a deeper caw noise.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Nichole and this is Kim. And like she said, we're part of the Ambassador Animal Resources Department. Odin has been with us for 10 years. Time flies. She came to us when she was a baby. Somebody had her illegally as a pet, and you cannot own a raven as a pet here in the state of Arizona. So she was unfortunately too used to humans, and we couldn't release her. They couldn't release her back into the wild. So Odin is part of our ambassador program. She doesn't currently do shows just yet, like some of our other birds that we have, but she does do indoor programs. She's done Camp Zoo before for 300 kids flying over their head. She is a fantastic flyer, as she's demonstrating flying around for you. Some of the things that we're feeding her today are dog kibble, and we have some worms. They're omnivores, so they eat anything. Honestly, they're scavengers. They're going to eat meat, they're going to eat vegetables, fruits, insects, things like that. They are highly intelligent. It's amazing to see how she keeps us on our toes. She loves to steal things. So Kim and I have to be very careful when we go in. If she's in one of those moods, she might try to take our name tags, or maybe a pen in your pocket, or your chapstick.
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
She wants my sunglasses.
Yeah, so we're always cautious of what we have on us in case she gets a hold of it. And she doesn't really like to trade.
Ravens, you'll be able to catch it a little bit easier when she's flying around and she fans those tail feathers out, but ravens have a V or a wedge shape to their tails, while crows have more of a fan shape to their tails. This is one of her favorite games to play, is find the ring and put it into the log. We have, how many rings do we have, Nichole?
Like 14 or 15.
Yeah, so we have taken all 14 of those rings and hidden them around her enclosure, and she will go find all of them and stack them up like that and put them in that log.
We like to use this to demonstrate because ravens like to take things and hide it for later. And so let's see how many she'll find today.
Get all of them?
And so it's kind of funny because she'll take it and literally use a tiny piece of paper and cover something, because they can't eat everything right away. But what they'll do is they'll grab all that food, take it and hide it, and then cover it up or put it in places and then come back later. They're a lot bigger than a lot of people think. Whenever they see them up close and personal, they're about the size of hawks.
I think one of my favorite facts about ravens and crows are their group names. So crows, I'm sure a lot of people have heard this, are called, when they're in a group together, are called a murder. So it's a murder of crows when they're together. And I think that's a fantastic fact. One of my favorites, in fact.
And then a group of ravens are called unkindness. If you notice the vocalizations, I think Kim talked about them. Something also that they do. All right, I'll give you one for that. There you go. Go get the other two over there.
I have two more. There's two more right here.
Is that they'll actually mimic, so they can speak and copy what humans say. She does know a couple of things. She knows her name. She knows ouch, because sometimes she is unkind. But she is a lot of fun. They're so playful. If you see them when you're out and about, like I've seen them a lot in Flagstaff and Sedona, and especially even here at the zoo, the wild ones will come and check them out. We have another one named Poe, and he is a little more used to the wild. He has a wing injury, so that's why we have him. And he gets so angry when all the other ravens come by. She's terrified. She doesn't realize that she is a raven. So it's kind of funny. But they make a lot of different vocalizations. I'm gonna get her up on my arm and see if we can get her to do one that's real common. Come here. Good. Okay, let's see. Some of the things that we give Odin for behavioral enrichment, which we do here at the zoo, we give her all kinds of puzzles, paper. She loves paper. Kim, why don't you tell her about some of the things that you've done?
I think one of my favorite things is to give her like a box inside of a box inside of a box, and in the middle box her food will be in there. She knows it's in there because she'll shake that box and she'll hear her food rattling around in there. But sometimes she likes to be a little bit lazy and she doesn't feel like ripping through all those boxes. So she will actually soak the boxes in her water to make them soft, to make it easier to get all that food in the middle.
Currently, she does do indoor programs and things like this behind the scenes. She's really great with the guests, which is pretty cool. Everyone enjoys seeing her up close.